Hey y'all, it's your girl Corinne Hawthorne, and I am here rocking with Brother D and Sister A on PraisEluJAH.
So this is one of those books, and it's called From Woman to Wife.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, the book is made up of different sections. So you have, of course, the intro, and then what is singleness? Why are you single? It starts with you, dating or courtship, guidelines for courtship, when to get married, who I need to be, who he needs to be, red flags, and then questions to answer before you say I do. So those are basically the sections of the book. And at the end of each section, there's a set of reflection questions that allows the reader to meditate on and then apply the material to their own lives and really ask those deep questions that maybe you haven't considered before or that you need to consider. So what I normally do is I read a little snippet from a different part of the book. So today I wanted to read the section called, it's from the Why Are You Single section, and it's a little subheading that says you need to heal. So that's what I'm going to read today. So it says, for those of you who have had relationships that were not necessarily God-centered, or even those of you who may have been through a lot in your lives, especially if you had issues in the home, there's also a healing that needs to take place before you can be ready for the relationship God has for you. If healing does not take place, this is what normally happens. You'll not only bring in the same habits from previous relationships, but you'll make the person that God sent to you suffer unnecessarily by treating them as if they're the one who hurt you. Not taking the time to heal is a form of avoiding. You have to go through the healing process to be made whole. Otherwise, you'll end up being incomplete in a relationship and then depending on another person to make you whole. Realistically, only God can do that. And I'm speaking from experience on that one. The proper state of a relationship should not be codependency, but interdependency. It's not two people making each other whole or completing each other, but rather two people who have been made whole in God coming together and complementing each other. There's a difference. Unless you take the time to heal, you'll not really be able to experience a healthy relationship like that. You'll continue to end up in cycles where you're clinging desperately to a relationship, looking for healing and fulfillment that only God can give. And you'll end up burdening the other person by placing God-sized expectations on a human being. And then the reflection question for that one was, have I healed from my past hurts? What parts of myself do I need to surrender in order to be repaired and made whole? So that was just like a little snippet from that section. But I think especially today with, how can I put it? With mental health being so trendy now, I think that's a good one to read because you need to take that time to heal. Don't sit there and try to put somebody else through your mess because you haven't dealt with you. That's basically what it's talking about. But,
that seems to be like almost like the way of life. Almost, you know what I mean? Like when people they come out with another relationship and then they come in with a whole new set of, even with the set of standards that they come in, like they come in with the whole line of my boyfriend did this to me, or my last ex, she didn't trust me, and therefore I really don't feel secure being with one person, so or she cheated, so I gotta check you out, or that I don't want to say what's on top of my mind, but no. I don't know if anyone out there ever experienced this, but they'll do like the check system when you come in the house, smell your clothes, check you.
Okay.
But that's a reality. That's I know that's for a nighttime show, my brother. No, but that's some of the things that goes on, and it's like, oh my God, you have to go through all that just to be in a relationship,
because they have not spent the time
alone. They haven't did that introspection to say, hey, I'm jacked up, I'm evil, I have unrealistic expectations. Yeah, I mean, hey, well, I'm
get all out there.
Yeah,
you might as well if you really want to be healed from God, especially.
Yeah, you have to before you go and indulge into these other relationships. I'm like, I want to go over here and be with this person or that person, but it's like I haven't really dealt, as you said, honestly with me. You know what I mean? And I think we all have a level of that we do drag into the next relationship. You know what I mean? Instead of just having have a standard set, it becomes a order or a duty. You know what I mean? We make it a duty, like, oh yeah, you can't do this, you can't do that. my last boyfriend went out and stayed out to like 2:00 in the morning. So I have like 11 o'clock curfews for you now. It's like, really?
So get the book.
Get the book. Oh my God. She's like, buy my book, bro. No.
You can be free and ready for love.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for Ox to do this thing where she's just on and she's just doing excerpts from this book on, on lives, man. I think that will just be. She was like, no, they won't buy it then, cheap folks. No, but
They just be tuning in.
they just be tuning in, right? What else did she say? No.
Ox, get ready, come on. Y'all ready?
No,
But
but
a watch party.
yeah.
That's a good idea. Do that.
It is, and even the way you format your shows, I know now we're getting into it a little deep, but even the way you format your shows, the sit down show, which is an excellent show by her husband Daniel Tademy. I could just see you sitting there in the middle, and you have some women around you, and you just could be, leading it, plugging away, man, and just pouring into them. You know what I mean? And letting them share their truth. I just think that would be nice.
She does do that. Don't you do that?
Yeah, because I have the women's group, but he's right. I actually have a show idea that I've been sitting on that I haven't done yet. So that's kind of like a.
Hey, you know what? That's how the Lord push you along. You know what I mean?
Someone confirm.
Like,
Confirm what he already.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, confirm what I said. I mean, it may not be mirror, but it's going to bear record in your spirit. You know what I mean? But I just think it's so necessary because there are a lot of hurt people out here. But you know what I really want to ask you about, because women who have never been married, right? Mm-hmm. Women who've never been married, or yet to be married, I should say. A lot of them, it's like, do you find it odd that some of them say men never approach them? Like they say men, I know several people, I'm not letting no names out, nobody, but they say men hardly ever approach. And I know that can be divine. Like God just like, no, I can't have you being friends with nobody. You just got to be over here until I bring you somebody, because it may be a detriment for you. You know, I mean, because some people can't have friends because I guess they just, maybe too dependent. You know what I mean? But I just noticed that several of them, like, no, nobody ain't saying nothing to me. Like, in years? Do you find that I think it's odd.
So just if I'm understanding the question, you're asking me why I think that is, that they don't get approached?
Yeah. Why do you think that is? Like, because it's not one or two.
It could be several reasons. I think one of the top ones is you just have to be approachable. Some women are just not approachable. Like you kind of like, if you have like this demeanor where it's like you don't want nobody to talk to you, or you have attitude, then you might not be somebody that men would want to approach. That's one. Number two, you haven't put in a position to be seen in order to be approached. That could be another one, because some women think they could just sit at home all day and like they're just gonna find a man, and it doesn't work that way.
Knock on the door, ding dong.
Exactly. Like delivery, no, you can't order on. You actually have to be.
It's Richard.
You can meet people. But yeah, so I think it could be one of those two reasons. It could be, just in some cases it's just not the time.
Yeah, I do believe that sometimes it may not be the time, and God is divinely waiting for them for a certain time. But I also think that sometimes when I'm looking at people, I'm like, you look too much like church lady. And what I mean by that, I know you probably saying something like heretic, but when no, but I'm serious. When I look at people sometimes, I was like, you just be you. Like, it's all right just to be a little trendy. You know what I mean? Put your little lipstick on. You know what I mean? It's all right to be a girl. It's all right. Be a pro. You can't look like church lady, like you're the person in the office, or you the disciplinarian at a school, or you're the person who, you get what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to not talk about, you know what I mean, things without being too demonstrative or
I guess I'm a woman, so I'll say it.
Thank you.
Basically, I think that one of the main issues, and I'm just going to put it out there, I'm not going to be politically correct today. One of the main issues is that femininity is lost. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
In our culture, women aren't as feminine anymore.
Yeah. True.
And times may change, but men are still attracted to what they're attracted to at the end of the day. So, if you don't know how to dress yourself up and look cute, wear a nice little dress or something when you go out, put on some heels, even if it's not like a ton of makeup, like put a little foundation on, a little lip gloss, just something, make yourself look, attractive. Like it's okay to be feminine. It's okay to look like a lady, but I think, men, even though they may not verbalize it all the time, that's what they're looking for. They want their compliment. They don't want somebody that, has too much masculine energy. That's another one. They don't want somebody that has pride in their appearance. Like there's so many different aspects to it. So you have to learn how to carry yourself as a lady.
Yeah. And I think that is too much. I mean, oh God. I just think that it's too much. These lists, like when you first meet somebody, I can just say hello to you, how you doing, just have a cordial conversation, worrying about what do you make a year? What is that? Like, I'm not asking you to marry me. I'm just talking to you. I'm just having a conversation.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have to take anything out of this. I can walk away free. There's no kids. There's no money attachments. There's no living arrangements. It's just what it is. It's a conversation. And I think that we look too deeply into things sometimes because it's like, I just want to know what you want out of life. Well, can I get to know who you are? Because you're going to want the same thing I want, but I may not be the one for you. So knowing that you want marriage, it's a byproduct of really like of what we're doing right now. You know what I mean? Because right now we're just trying to be friends. We're trying to get on a mutual page. Is, are you a kind human being, or do we have things alike? So I just think that we get lost into all this other stuff because my bishop said that you better. I'm like, okay, well, who's your bishop saying? Yeah, your bishop ain't. But you get what I'm saying. Not that he's nothing, but I'm just saying what he has to say right now. It doesn't mean anything to me because I'm just saying hello. That's all I'm saying. But we get too caught up into that whole
checklist.
And I think that a lot of the people would be better off like you never had to sit down and had a cup of coffee with somebody.
Yeah.
Like, that's the one.
We don't even have to bring the checklist out yet. We're just
saying, yo, what's up, dog? How you doing? Like, I just don't get it. And I know it was many years ago, but even when I tell people about Sister A, all I did was hang around her. That's all I did. Every day. Just made my, where you going tonight? Oh, you going tonight? Oh, yeah, I go down there with you. All right, let's go. You know what I mean? It's just like, we friends. All right, let's just spell around. Stalker, I know. Showing up every day. Everybody knew I liked it but her. I'm like, sure, I'll show up. Like, I'm going to come down here every day to see you. But
was my buddy, my homie. I didn't know.
I'm sizing you up. But the whole thing is just that I just really don't get that whole aspect. But that gives me some insight. But I do, but you know what I mean? You got anything else to add? I'm sorry, Alex, go ahead.
No, I'm listening to you. That's
no. I really want to. Okay, just want to say, I really want us to talk about one day when you come back. I want us to really get into the whole how we present ourselves. I mean, I know you do talk about that in some degree, but some of us present ourselves as, like, I'm this, I'm a virgin, I'm not going to get married to. I think we put too much information out sometimes, and we get lost in the checklist opposed to the relationship. I really want to talk about that one day. You know what I mean? So, I mean, not that's going to disrupt what you do, but we can do it on another segment. No, I'm serious. I think that'll be great. That we should hit that, because I think I'm seeing a lot of stuff out here that's really like, because I read a lot on social media, and I'm saying, well, what are we doing? What are we really saying to people out here? We're putting we letting too much information out. There's too much information about, what I make, what I do, what I am, what I'm saving myself for. I think that, why are you telling somebody that 5 minutes into a conversation?
Yeah.
I think that's weird. And I think it's like more like the Mosaic law opposed to the grace of Christ. You know what I mean? Well, you met all your commandments, so let's go get married. You know what I mean? I just like, no. I said, you wake up and be like, I don't even like this dude.
Or you giving all this information way too soon.
Yeah.
And there's not even a relationship.
Yeah.
So why are you sharing that?
Yeah. So I definitely think that that's really important to talk about. I just want young ladies to really guard themselves, because with men antennas go up, because men are really not stalkers, but they're hunters. That's what we are. We're hunters. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it goes up. Oh, you're that? Okay. Let's see. We'll see. You know what I mean? That's how we are intrinsically. You know what I mean? So and it's going to come off like that. But anyway, we'll get that out. We thank you, Ox. Tell everybody when you can get your book, the book from Woman to Wife.
Yeah. If you want to get the book, you can visit OksanaTademy.com. The same way my name is spelled on the screen, OksanaTademy.com. And you'll find it on the store page. But I have the ebook version and the hard copy, so you have options for which one would be better for you. But yeah, that's where you can find the book.
Oh, she got the ebook. What do they call $40? What?
No.
I'm joking with you.
No.
I know my word. $40. No, I'm playing.